Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is Chapter 44, Lesson 1 Exercises. Follow along as I read aloud. Post mortem tuli hostilii inter rex blank, which means concilium ad regem creandum, habuit, et populus ancum marcium regem creavit. So we have after the death of Tullus Hostilius, and inter rex, the subject here, he held a council to choose the king, and the council to choose the king, we learn that new word, which is called a comitia, from which we get our word committee, had an assembly to, and just translated as an assembly to choose a king. And the people, the populus, ancum marcium regem creavit, chose Ancus Marcius as their king. Okay, read along with number 2 here. Latini cum novum regem otiosum fore credebant blank, a word that means incurrura, in agrum Romanum fecerunt. So the Latin people, the Latins, when they thought that the new king would be lazy, or just like to kind of sit around, and fore here we've learned is short, we learned in our first book, short for fortuiturum esse, the future infinitive from sum. They made fecerunt, a word from incurrura, an incursion, a running in, an attack, and the word there we learned was incursio. So what we need here is the accusative, so we need incursionem. Made an incursion or an attack into the Roman countryside or land. Okay, go ahead and try the rest of those exercises. Let's go on to number 2. Question and answer here, follow along. Mortuo Tullo hostilio, quem regem populus Romanus creavit. With Tullus Hostilius dead, again, ablative absolute here, what king did the Roman people choose? Well, mortuo Tullo populus ancum Marcium regem creavit. The people chose Ancus Marcius. Comitiis habitis, ablative absolute for after they had an assembly, or with the assembly having been held, literally. Ancus Marcius was chosen as the Rex Romanus, the Roman king. Okay, so go ahead and try answering it the way that Orbrick has done it here, where he turned it into a passive construction. Creatus est was chosen. And go on to number 2. Quis fuit avus Anci Marcii? So who was the grandfather of Ancus Marcius? Avus Anci Marcii Numa Pompilius erat. It was Numa Pompilius. Avus Anci Marcii fuit Numa Pompilius Rex. So the grandfather of Ancus Marcius was King Numa Pompilius. Okay, so go ahead and try the rest of those exercises, and I will see you back in Chapter 44, Lesson 2, which begins on line 91. Buona fortuna.